This is a very special episode of the MRA podcast. I know I say that a lot, but everybody knows, man, Kobe passed away. And if you know me, you know Kobe was my absolute favorite player. I was an apologist, heartbroken when he died, man. My boy Sir Parker said it best. He said it's the saddest he's ever been from the death of a non-relative, and that's how I feel. And so we're going to get into that today. Kamal is back. We got our banter back, so that feels good. But another reason why this is a special episode is because I got a special guest sitting in for the very first time in the studio. My oldest son joins us today, and I am so excited to bring that to you. Check it out. Here we go. This is the MRA podcast with Kyle and Kamal. I am Kyle.
I am Kamal.
We're saving relationships one listener at a time. We do have some feedback, homie.
Do we?
But we do. But I wanted to acknowledge that we're actually next to each other today.
Yeah.
It's been a while, man. No homo.
It's been a while, yeah.
So I got some feedback from my cousin Kevin. He said, "Man, the show's great, man. Ain't the same without you and Kamal next to each other."
Oh,
he said you put it all pretty good.
Yeah,
but I miss the chemistry.
Okay, so they could see like the CGI. They can see the strings.
You can see the string. You can see you can see that. Remember when the car was driving back in the day? You can tell it was nigga, you ain't driving nowhere. I mean, it kind of you fooled me a couple times, but really good job.
Yeah,
but he said, man, I miss y'all laughing and finish each other's sentences, and just it ain't the same when y'all get together.
Yeah, I could dig it.
So today I'm gonna be honest, sometimes we're together, we're putting this show together because of our busy schedules right now, because I still was traveling, I just got back, so and you know, our schedules have changed, so we're still trying to patch this show together, but we're gonna be together in and out today's episode, so I'm gonna keep it 100 right there. The next feedback says from Nadia from Brooklyn. But before we get to Nadia from Brooklyn, yes, we want to acknowledge the death of Kobe Bryant. We are going to be talking about the Mamba Mentality today. Kamal, you are not a Lakers fan, but you are LA born and raised. And so I'm assuming you have a feeling about that. Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay, good. We'll talk about that in a second right now, but let's get to this feedback, homie.
Okay.
Hey, guys. This is from Nadia. Thanks for reading my letter. I wanted you to know that I'm listening about being myself, because the other way is just not working. I appreciate being told it's a gift, so I'm just going to go back to being myself. How you feel about that?
Wait a second. Is she saying what I think she's saying?
I think she's saying she's back, dog.
She's back?
She's back.
Hallelujah.
She said, I will admit that sometimes I need a reminder. That's what the show's about, Kamal.
Yeah.
Giving reminders to people to go back to who they are.
I'm glad we talked her off that ledge, man.
She said, I've got to say, you really got me thinking. I have another situation I want to tell you about, and we're going to get into that later on in the show to close it up with the Dear Irby letter. Can't wait to get into that.
I can dig that.
But when we get back, man, we're going to talk about the front page of our lives, and then, we got to get into this Kobe Bryant discussion. It's the MRA podcast. Hey, guys, I want to take this time to ask you to subscribe to The World According to Cheryl. That is Cheryl Underwood's podcast. It's hilarious, and I'm on it. Kamal, what's up with you, man? How's your son?
Man, my boy still has, he's got his good days and his bad days. He had a pretty bad Sunday, really, really bad. And Monday wasn't too good. He wasn't able to go to school. So it's like that, man. He's got good days and bad days. And when he's got a good day, we try to take advantage of it. But in those days, he wants to be like a normal teenager. So I'm like, hey, let's go to the movies, or you want to hang out? And he's like, nah. He just wants to chill in his room or on his phone or playing his video game because, what normal teenager wants to hang out with their dad, you know what I'm saying? So he's like, I'm good, Pops. But that's, those are the days I want to hang out with him, or I feel I get the opportunity to hang out because when he's sick, I'm taking care of him. I think Sunday night I had to sleep in the bed with him just to make sure, he didn't have one of those episodes and, I'm in deep sleep and I can't hear him. I'm in a different room, so I had to sleep with him just to make sure he had a peaceful night. And it wasn't peaceful. He struggled all night. He tossed and turned. He was wincing in pain. So that's what your boy's dealing with, man. And hopefully things will get better.
Yeah. Sorry, man, that's rough.
Hell yeah. So, man, you just now getting back. How was that?
man.
How was the boat?
The boat was good, man. It was a little stressful though because I was trying to still broadcast my radio show, Cheryl Underwood Radio, while on the boat, and sometimes, technology. I'm learning, so it was a little frustrating, a little stressful trying to make sure I did my job because you don't never want to be the butt. The dude that's not pulling his weight. So it was stressful trying to make sure I stayed connected. I had to miss a show. I had to miss 2 shows, one week, one the next, which I was not happy about. But Cheryl was cool. She allows us to travel and take the equipment so that we can still be part of the show. But that was stressful. And then they offered me another boat while I was on the boat because it was going well. Your boy was killing it. I think I did like 10 shows in a row. I was only doing 10-minute sets, but I did 10-minute sets in a row, changing my material every single time, which let me know, okay, you're ready. All that writing last year, all that performing, it paid off in a major way. So that felt really good. But then, they offered me another gig. And the problem is my home support is strained because I've been traveling so much. And me being a man, I'm thinking, man, get over it. This is what you signed up for, blah, blah, blah. But as a man, I'm having to learn how to be better about doing that. You got to make sure your team is good. I think about it like this. Sexually, right? If I'm having intercourse with a woman, she's going to get hers before I get mine. I'm not the dude that's going to be like, all right, thanks a lot. Got to go. I'm sleepy. No, I'm going to make sure that just like we used to want Kobe to do, get other people involved first and then get yours. And so that's what I'm having to learn how to do. I need to make sure I support the dreams of my family and my support team so that I can get the encouragement to get what I need. Is it self-seeking? It is, but it's also harmony-seeking. You know what I'm saying? So, because, and I've said on this podcast before, all money ain't good money. And they offered me another boat, and I was like, hey, me and Lady we're not getting along. So when you got to do that, it's just like, that just makes it even worse. And so, yeah, when I offered, when I told her about the offer, she wasn't happy, but she said, do what you got to do. Did a lot of pouting. I was pissed in my feelings being selfish, but eventually I had to just kind of sober up. And I'm thinking about the Mamba mentality. Sometimes when you're trying to be the guy, the killer, the guy that does it, I'm sure Kobe had to struggle with this in his life and career, how to balance, because everybody knew Kobe was a hard worker. And now they know him as a family man, but he's the guy that was always in the gym. And so, yeah, he made a lot of money. But that, you know how it is, man. Women still get mad. They ain't never satisfied. Justin Timberlake's wife, living in Beverly Hills, talking about, I'm trapped in Beverly Hills because Justin's always gone. Like, you could still pay all the bills, put your wife in a mansion, and have her still mad that you're not there. Because at the end of the day, that's what they want. We as men have to learn how to motivate our players like a good coach or like a good team leader. And Kobe struggled with that sometimes. I'm not trying to diss, but I'm be real. I'm a Kobe fan, so I'm gonna say good and bad. Sometimes he was just like, man, y'all get your shit together like I got mine together. Other times he had to learn how to let the young guys in. And that's what I'm trying to learn how to do with the Mamba mentality. So long story long, I ended up passing on the gig, which was huge for me. But the reason why I did is because all money ain't good money. It was causing strain in the home. It was way too soon. I was already stressed about the radio. You know what I mean? And I don't have the solutions yet. So it was coming up like next week. And so, plus, I'm working at the Comedy Store now. So it's like trying to call off. So it was I had to sober up. But at the moment, I was in attack mode. Like, yeah, I'll take it. But sometimes, but when I passed on it, the blessing is I didn't say, hey, man, guys, I passed because, hey, man, my woman's mad. She be bitchy. You know how these women, man. No, I didn't say that. I said, I'm out here killing it on this water. I ain't coming back as an opener. I'm out here ripping. And I know my value. And so the blessing with all that stress was it inspired me to demand better and say, look, I love y'all, but you're going to put me in a lot of binds with my financial obligations, 2 of my jobs at home, not to mention I turned down a commercial to come do this. So, yeah, man, come with the money or I could stay in LA and make this money. So I felt really empowered. I was glad that I weighed in my family. And all right, guys, now it's time for the lesson of the day. Guys, when you're a go-getter type of dude, you always got to remember, sometimes we get real narrow-minded and selfish about us getting what we want, but we always got to remember, let your teammates get their shots first before you take over the game. Yo, Kamal.
What's up?
I finally finished my album, dog.
The one you did in 2013?
Yeah, man. I know, man. A long time ago, man. But I said, you know what? I'm going to finish this album. This thing is coming out. Eventually. You got to finish. You can't give up.
I can dig it. And eventually it's finally here.
Eventually it's finally arrived, man. And I was listening to it, man. This thing is funny, dude.
Okay, it's not dated. No jokes about Chingy or nothing like that.
There is some dated jokes in there. Like there's a reference to, it was before Michael Sam came out. Because it was like a reference to gay athletes that came out. And I was like, wow, that's dated.
Okay.
But the juxt of it is everything's good.
Bruce Jenner still...
Yeah,
Caitlyn. Is it Caitlyn?
He's Bruce. He's
Bruce.
I don't talk about him,
but he was Bruce.
Yeah, I used to have a Bruce Jenner joke. He was Bruce, and this when I recorded this. But it's ready, man. It's out. Okay. It's funny, man. Check it out and get it on iTunes right now. It's called "Be a Man at All Times." All right, man. It's time to save a relationship, man. Come on, you got something?
Unfortunately, I've got nothing.
All right.
What about you, man? Please help us out.
Remember when I told you that space was good?
Hell yeah.
It helped me out a ton. I'm going to tell you why. When I was a young man way back in the 1900s, I would get upset with my sister a lot because she would push my buttons. My mom would tell me, count to 10. And I'd be like, all right, Mom. Then I didn't do it. Mm-hmm. And my sister would say, he can't count to 10, Mom. He don't know how to. You see what I was dealing with?
Mm-hmm.
But now as I look back, I see that my sister was right. I would never tell her that, so please don't say nothing if you see her. But she was right. I mean, I knew the numbers, but I was too immature to stop and count to 10. Now I'm grown, and I'm still immature. I still need to work on counting to 10. Me and my girl been beefing lately. She claims I'm immature. Yeah, I know you are, but what am I? Being on that shit for 10 days forced me to count to 10. Because day 1, I was still hot, furious. Day 5, I was upset. Day 7, I was a little mad. Day 9, I was kind of frustrated. But by day 10, I was homesick, and I forgot what I was mad about. If you're tired of your wife, your lady, your job, or if you work for your lady and you're tired of both, before you say something stupid, get away for a little while. Or you can act on your emotions and you'll have to get away for a long while. Can I have your attention, please? We are trying to start a movement. You heard that right. We're starting a movement. We're doing something different here at the MRA Podcast. We vibing with y'all. You know what I'm saying, fellas? You know what I'm saying, ladies? It ain't just fellas that listen to the show. Matter of fact, it's a majority women, but it's all good. I know you know somebody that fits with what we trying to do over here. So all we need you to do is send it to them. Tell a friend. You know what I'm saying? That somebody know how we get down here at the MRA show. It's really called the podcast, but I just wanted to rhyme no and show. Okay, guys, I want to talk to you about the beef between radio personality Rick Party and Ricky Smiley. So here's what happened. Ricky Smiley took over for Tom Joyner. Ricky has a young urban show. Tom put out a more mature product. A lady posted on her page, Tom Joyner, please come back. I'm tired of Ricky yelling and telling stale jokes. So Ricky says she tagged him in the post. And he made a video to respond to her since he was minding his own business. And according to him, she reached out to him. He wanted to treat her like a heckler at a comedy show. He needed to clap back. Check it out.
Sometimes older people make me sick, and let me tell you why. Sometimes older people be the main one that want to cuss kids out and get at younger people for the way they act. But look how they act. And most of the people that I have are always correct most of the time when they come into my space are older people or people that's older than me that feel comfortable enough to say whatever they want to say just because they older. And just because you older, that don't make you right about everything. And you have no right to just say anything to anybody because you older. And so, I don't let what the ladies say on Facebook have an effect on me. I'm a comedian. I am a stand-up comic. So when older people come on my page with a gold tooth in their mouth and a church hat on and talk about I'm not funny and I'm stale, my job as a comedian is to respond in a comedic manner. So I deal with that Miss Ann Huffman like I deal with a heckler. You say my jokes ain't funny, but I was sold out in Huntsville. And I'm sold out Friday and Saturday in Cincinnati. And I'm on the Mark Lawrence tour, so believe me, that's your opinion or whatever. But if you tag me on Facebook and you got some bad stuff to say about me, I'm coming now. I'm going to clap back. I wasn't in my feelings about it because I don't care. And she's sitting down there with one of them apostolic church dresses on and the church hat with her opinion on me. And her husband got one of them older suits with the wide pants leg. And I'm sure he's a nice man, but he got on an old suit with the wide pants leg with the big cuff that some of them preachers that's in between Montgomery, Mobile, and in between Birmingham and Montgomery be wearing. And they're dated, I mean, I could say, hey, Miss Ann, you can update your church dress and they don't wear hats like that no more. Or you can go take your husband to Zara and get him a nice slim fit suit or whatever. I mean, I'm a comedian. I make jokes. I'm not offended by what Miss Ann said because that's her opinion. But my thing is, when I see stuff on Facebook or some TV show that I don't like, I don't listen to it. When I see hear a radio show that I don't like, I don't listen to it. And I never go on social media and dog it. I feel like everybody have different tastes. I don't drink Pepsi, but I drink Mountain Dew. I don't eat squash or whatever, but I like tomatoes. Everybody have things that they like and things that they don't like. But I ain't gonna go in the grocery store and hold up a sign and say squash suck, because squash might be somebody's favorite vegetable. So I'm a comedian. So if and I appreciate you, Jazzy. If you handle it, but you ain't gonna handle it like I did, because she said I'm not funny. So I'm going in on that that ain't even an open face, yo. Because see, people in the late 80s did open face go-to. What she did was she got a solid go-to that came from between 1973 and 1979. She did the full go. So in the 80s, they did open go where they show a little bit of the white too. See? And she come over here with her preacher husband and her open, and you want to have an open conversation about Ricky Smiley, you can do that, but there's consequences to that. So, you don't have to say, well, you don't let people like that, you don't respond. I'm a comedian. Just because you're older, that don't mean you right. You ought to see older people walk up to me and I'm shaking hands. Well, I'm just going to get a hug. You're not going to get nothing. You're going to get a handshake like everybody else. Look at you. You're getting fat. Look at you. Older people just say anything to you. And just because they older, they think that they right. And when you correct them, I was at Friendship West and I had to get out an older lady for sticking her camera phone in my face. I said, you were not. And she thought because she was older that she could take her camera phone and put it in my face. And I corrected her. And apparently she never been corrected before because she was really offended. So apparently she been running shit with everybody except me.
Problem is, she didn't realize when she made that post the state of the person she was stepping to when she posted. She caught Ricky on a day when he was clearly tired of older people thinking they can say what they want to say to him. They done paid their dues, so they feel like they can say whatever they want, do whatever they want, because they ain't got to sugarcoat no more. When my grandma got old, oh my God, she started letting the insults fly. My mama's mama one day, she called me a little snot. I was like, Grandma, I'm 6. She said, oh, let's try to play the victim now. You was 6 when you was doing what you was doing. Be 6 when it's my turn. So then Rick Party comes in. He goes in on Ricky Smiley like, bruh, it ain't funny at all. This woman's a breast cancer survivor. Tom passed you the baton, blah, blah, blah. He goes in on him. So fellas, ladies, who gets a flag on the play? I feel bad for Ricky because he didn't know that she was a breast cancer survivor when he said it. He just knew what she said. Problem is, when you step to somebody, you don't know what they've been going through. Not only that, according to Miss Ann, she didn't tag Ricky in the post. Somebody sent it to him. And even if she did come for him, hey, that's part of the job, the show business job we chose. There are many people who will come for you. If you get in the habit of clapping back at all of them, that can come back to haunt you. So he gets the flag for that. Now, Rick Party, he's a good dude. Had us on the show, me and Cheryl on the show when we were promoting the Bayou Classic. But if he was my boy, I would tell him, hey, bro, this is a private matter, man. You want to call him out? That's fine. But it wasn't your business. And the way you did it looks like you wanted to promote your show. And if y'all are boys, that's a flag on the play, bro. But I ain't done. We got to talk about Miss Ann. Even though she didn't at Ricky with her post, she was still talking about him publicly. One could argue that she was calling for his job, saying she wanted Tom back. Yeah, he took the clap back too far, but my grandma used to always tell me, if you punch a man once and he punch you back 12 times, don't come crying to me. Talking about, but I was sick when he punched me back. Was you sick when you punched him? Well, be sick when you get punched back. That's what my grandma would have told me. I ain't saying that to Miss Ann. I'm just saying what grandma would have said to me, especially in her older age. In closing, we all need to be careful what we post because there's consequences. Hell, I might get in trouble for posting this. So I just want to say now in advance, I was happy. Kamal, what'd you think, dog?
Man, I think Ricky Smiley's dead wrong on this one, dude. You don't go after one of the fans and start bagging on her and stuff like that because she ain't feeling your shit. You know what I'm saying? That's weak, in my opinion. You know, he said that he took it as she was a heckler in the comedy club. No, she wasn't. You know what I'm saying? She's a Tom Joyner fan. You took over for Tom Joyner. You haven't done enough to win her over. You know what I'm saying? So you don't shit on her. Get better. You know, I don't listen to your show or anything like that, but man, you know, get better. I was listening to Earthquake give an interview, and he was talking about how Donald Trump pretty much like shits on the people who didn't vote for him. And Earthquake was saying like, dude, it's your job. It ain't Earthquake's job to like Trump. It's Trump's job to get him to like him. You know what I'm saying? It's his job to prove that he is worthy of Earthquake support. And so, in my opinion, it's, you know, and Earthquake was spot on. You know, it's Ricky Smiley's job to win this woman over. You know what I'm saying? He's got to figure it out. He can't just like diss her because she ain't feeling what he brought to the table, because he's not Tom Joyner. And frankly, some people might not ever support Ricky Smiley. The Tom Joyner fans, it might not ever happen for him. From the outside looking in, I know Tom Joyner, what he meant to that audience, to that demographic. And so for Ricky Smiley to step in, those are huge shoes to fill. It's definitely doable, but I think he's going about it the wrong way. Hopefully he learns from it. Hopefully he acknowledges his mistake and then he learns from it.
Hey, what's up, man? I just had to take a time away from the podcast to let you know. If you want an MRA hat, you can get you one. You know why? Because we got them for sale. 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 You can get you one in red, blue, black, whatever you want. Just go to the website, themrapodcast.com. That is themrapodcast.com, and get you one. Man, tragedy struck Kamal. Everybody knows by now, man. Kobe Bryant passed away. It's still weird to say it out loud.
Yeah.
Where were you when it happened, dog?
Man, I was on the freeway. So I was on my way back home doing my little side hustle, and I always try to find something on the internet, on my phone so I can listen to. So I went to my little politics site, and it says superstar, whatever, NBA legend, superstar, former whatever, Kobe Bryant. So I was like, what did he do now? Because why is he on my politics page?
Yeah, why would he be on the politics page?
Yeah, why is he on my politics page? I saw killed in a helicopter crash. And so I instantly clicked on it. I'm driving, so I really can't. Yeah. I can't really read the shit.
The irony of you dying while reading about Kobe dying.
That'd be crazy.
That's just too much.
And so I called my wife and like, yo, did you hear Kobe die? She's like, what are you talking about? I said, and I assumed I got it off of ESPN. So I'm like, it's on ESPN.com. So she turns to ESPN. She doesn't see anything.
The damn Pro Bowl was on.
Right.
Yeah.
So she doesn't see anything. And she's turning to all the channels. And
Nothing.
she doesn't see anything. So I was like, well, maybe it's report. I think it's reported. So maybe it's whatever. So I hang up. And she tries to find
it. How are you feeling at this moment? Is it heart beating or are you kind of?
No, I'm just hoping
chilling?
you know what I'm saying? They fucked up.
Yeah.
And so full disclosure, while I'm on the freeway driving, probably 65, 70, I managed to read.
Yeah.
And the shit said TMZ was reporting.
That's what I saw. Like, oh shit. Oh no!
God damn it!
Oh, these motherfuckers be on this shit.
Not TMZ. That's always the confirmation.
Damn, not TMZ.
Yeah, not TMZ.
Anybody but TMZ.
Anybody, the Inquirer.
I know, please. The Globe.
Yeah, the Globe.
Yeah.
But man, it was on TMZ, and so my wife called me back and was like, "Yeah, it's on TMZ.com." She found it, but still nothing on TV. So I found out before
most of the world.
You know what I'm saying? It just reported. It didn't hit me then. So I got home and she's like, should we tell our son? I'm like, well, I'll be home. She was like, well, let me find out if it's true or not.
Yeah.
Because we still were, TMZ's reporting, so we're still not sure.
Yeah.
And so by the time I got home, it was on TV. It was on ESPN. It was on Yahoo Sports. And so it was like, wow. And like you said, I'm not a Laker fan, but I was a Kobe fan. He's the only Laker I've ever liked. Where was you at?
I was traveling back from Puerto Rico. I flew standby and I got lucky to get called because I wanted to get home early. I had no seat. I flew standby and luckily they let me get on without charging me, but I had no seat. So I decided to choose the emergency center seat or for the leg room because I had a choice, leg room or window. And normally I'll take window over middle any day. But sometimes when the flights are long and I just want to stretch my legs, I don't want to ask people permission to get out. So I was like, you know what? Forget it. I got a neck pillow. I'll be fine. Then when I got to my seat, I saw that not only was I sitting between two burly ass dudes, but there was no extra leg room. I was like, oh, they got me. So I'm hot, right? I pushed the button. I told the lady I wanted to choose another seat. And she said, the flight was full. Sorry, sir. Now I'm bubbling brown sugar. And that's when another flight attendant asked if everybody there was willing to help passengers get off in case of an emergency. And I was like, no, sir. I've never said that before, and it felt good. Mm-hmm. So now they had to move me.
Hell yeah.
So flight attendant rolled her eyes, and I was just like, hey, you shouldn't hustle me.
Mm-hmm.
So they went around asking if anybody wanted to switch to an exit row. This lady said, oh, my God, I do. I want the leg room. Now, on the way to the seat, they asked her if she would help, assist. And she said yes, because she was so happy about the leg room. She was like, oh, my God, yes, I will. I held in my lap as I got out and waited to switch seats. Waiting for her to get out, I said what's up to Keon Poley. We worked the road together that week and that 2 weeks. And funny dude. And I heard Kyle Irby. And I turned around and a black woman in a Chiefs shirt said, I will never forget you. Saw you at the Kansas City Improv. And I was like, wow. I mean, that's never happened to me before. So that felt great. And I was like, listen, I'm a black man before I was a Raiders fan. I can't stand the Chiefs, but I got to go with that brother Mahomes. So, I'm only rooting for Mahomes, not the Chiefs. And she laughed. I laughed. I thanked her for remembering me. And then I sat in my new seat next to two small old white ladies. I was like, hell yeah. So as I sat down to buckle my seatbelt and I heard the lady who moved, she said, wait a minute, this isn't fair.
That's not fair.
I laughed my ass off. Then about an hour into the flight, Keon Poley called my name. I turned around. I was like, what's up? And he was loud. He was like, Kyle. I was just like, what's up, dog? He said, Kobe died. I said, Kobe Bryant? He said, yeah, man, turn on the news. So my hand is shaking. Because it was just like, no, that's great. No. Turn on ESPN. The damn Pro Bowl was on. See, this is why they need to do the Pro Bowl the week after the Super Bowl. Because you have your Super Bowl hangover and then you got to go with that garbage ass game. But it's anticlimactic the week before. So luckily they had ESPN too. And there it was. And they said it was according to TMZ. And I thought, oh, damn, that must mean it happened. So I bought the internet so I can communicate with the ground. Hey, Kamal, we got listeners all over the world now, man.
Yep.
And I was wondering, man, what the people do while they're listening to our show. I know we got a guy in the Navy who's in Spain. He listens. We got a lady that drives a Lyft. She listens while she's driving her Lyft and has her customers listen too, which is absolutely hilarious. Cat in Brooklyn listens while he delivers some fish. Okay. We want to know from other people, man, how do you listen to our show? What are you doing? Hit us up on the social media. I'm at Kyle Irby.
I am at Angry Kamal.
And let us know what you're doing when you listen to our show. Kamal, what are you doing when you listen to the show?
Man, I'm usually chilling, man. I take the train to get my son from school.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, man. So I get the headphones on and I listen to it front and back. The problem is I'm coming back. Mm-hmm. He wants to talk. I'm trying to listen. So I have to, try to act like I'm paying attention to him. I'm really listening to my words of wisdom.
That's good, man. Yeah. Pretend like you're listening to your son while you're listening to the podcast. That's one way to do it. I usually listen to while I'm cleaning the house, man. I picked... Well, go ahead.
Domestic work?
Yeah, man. Oh, come on, dude. I wish I didn't have domestic work, but yeah, man. I usually listen to if I'm washing the dishes or folding laundry. I listen to any kind of thing that I don't have to think.
Yeah,
and I just get to listen. But I want to know what do the people listen? What are y'all doing? Let us know. All right, so we're talking about Kobe Bryant, the death of Kobe Bryant, man. It's still weird to say it out loud, man. What did Kobe mean to you, dog?
Here's the thing. Kobe, to me, it was like the epitome of a basketball player. You know what I'm saying? He is what you would want out of a basketball player. Just his willingness to be great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just his determination, his work ethic, and all of his peers recognized it.
Yeah.
Like the difference between him and Michael Jordan just wanted to beat you. So if he had to do like, you know what I'm saying, if he had to work out harder just to beat, I'll do that. But his whole goal is to beat you at everything. Cards, pool. He's just the ultimate competitor. Whereas Kobe wants to like, okay, I'm gonna be great in this. Kobe don't care if he, I'm picking something, bowling or something. I don't give a fuck about second bowling.
Hilarious.
But I focus on basketball, and he wanted to be great. And I thought that his wisdom, since he's retired, man, was just immeasurable. You know, you have this former athlete giving like life lessons, like he's John Wooden or somebody, like 90-year-old coach.
Yeah.
And you forget this guy was 41 when he died. So he was a young man, you know, being quoted.
Yeah.
Like, Martin Luther King, I think, was like 37 or some shit
Was
like
he?
that. Yeah, he wasn't 40 something.
Wow, I didn't know that.
You know, yeah. And so
you be knowing your motherfucking Black history.
I don't know his exact age, but I know he wasn't.
Yeah.
You know, he wasn't an old man.
No.
And so when you think about it like that, it's like, wow, we lost not just like a great athlete, but we lost a hell of a man that was probably gonna do great things. I teared up a couple of times, man. I was watching an old Nike commercial. And there's the commercial. It's called Kobe the Conductor. So people can look it up on YouTube. And they did it. I think it was definitely his last year. It might be like his last week. They set it up. You know,
Premiered it. Premiered it.
Yeah, premiered it. And so premise is Kobe hits a shot at the buzzer. And he's on the road, and the fans just yell, "Kobe, you suck! You suck! You suck!" And he basically, as a conductor, starts leading them into a song about how they've been hating him for so long.
That's dope.
They take a play on Otis Redding's "I've been loving you for so long."
Yeah, let's play. Let's play it right now.
Okay.
I've been hating you too long to stop now.
You're retiring, and you want to be free.
My hate was growing stronger as you became a habit to me. Don't make me stop now. I hate you.
Oh, that was dope.
Yeah. Okay. So at the end of it, when he's walking through the tunnel,
Yeah.
I teared up. He's walking in slow motion, and it's like it's dark, so you see like a silhouette, but you see a little bit of light on the Bryant name on the back, and he's
Yeah.
walking.
What
through
number
the
is he
tunnel.
rocking?
He's just 24, baby.
Of course.
And it's like, wow. And then you watch it after he died. It's a dope commercial. Period.
Yeah.
And then you watch it after he's dying. It's like, wow, Kobe's out.
Man.
And you had all those people
Kobe
talking
out.
about, Mamba out.
Yeah, Mamba
how
out.
they hated him because he was so great.
Yeah, man.
Ah, man. And now that he's dead, everyone's singing his praises, and players don't want to wear 8 or 24 anymore. It's like, I think, honestly, man, it's a bigger impact than Michael Jordan, I believe, just because of how wise he was and how willing he was to like give advice.
Yeah.
And he was like a sage. I think Michael Jordan was just like, I'm great. Fuck y'all.
And I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
Yeah. And I know Kobe was your guy.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? You pretty much, grew up while he grew up.
Yeah.
What did he mean to you, man?
Kobe was drafted the year I met my wife. And we watched him from Inglewood to Staples. My dad loves the Lakers, but I grew up a Bulls fan. I didn't become a Lakers fan until I got to college, and I was rocking all that Chicago Bulls and Cleveland Indians stuff. And the cast from Chicago and Cleveland was like, "Oh man, you from where you live, dog? What street you from?" I'm like, nigga, Sycamore, Rialto, California. And I was like, fuck you got on this shit for? And that's when I had to start repping my own teams. And, the Lakers had Shaq and Kobe. I was already kind of watching them, but I was just like, okay, it's time. Come on, man. That second semester, I took one of them credit cards that they give you a free T-shirt and your dumbass getting more credit card debt than the goddamn T-shirt's worth. Yeah, I did that. I was that fool. And I bought a bunch of Lakers shit, Dodgers gear, and I never looked back. Kobe was my wife's favorite, my dad's current favorite. He loves old school cats, but he loved Kobe. And Kobe was my son's favorite, man. And right now, man, this is probably one of my proudest moments on the MRA podcast. I got my son in the building, and I'm about to let him tell you what Kobe meant to him.
He was my all-time favorite basketball player, all-time.
What'd you like about him?
Probably all-time favorite athlete. I don't know, like, just growing up, like, he just was LA. Mm-hmm. He was the king of where I was from. Mm-hmm. And he was just a guy that everyone wanted to be like, athletic wise, just because he was such a hard worker, and like he had that charisma, that style that everybody loved. So he was just a template for the athlete you wanted to be.
Man, so what do you think you could take from his life going forward?
Honestly, from what I took the day of his passing was that no matter who you are, at any time you can go. Like, even this guy that everybody looked up to, everybody, like literally every person on the face of the earth knows who Kobe Bryant is.
Yes.
And someone that famous and that admired can go in an instant. So like, at any time, like you could be gone. So that I took from that like I gotta, appreciate my loved ones and like, live life as if it's my last day. And as an athlete, like try to, obviously his work ethic was unmatched, but at least try to, do my best to, follow his steps in a way. Because like, when you think about work ethic, you think about Kobe. So
yeah, absolutely. What are your football goals, man, before we go?
Football goals? Well, I
mean, if you want to put that out there in public, because if you make it, then they'll play this.
Yeah.
And if you don't make it, you're somewhere sweeping, they're gonna be like, this nigga here.
Okay, football goes as short term as in a year. I need at least 10 offers after this season. Mm-hmm. Like short term this year, and then I'm trying to use football to graduate university with a 4-year degree, and then God willing I could make a career out of it, and if not, that 4-year degree from football will help me in my career goals, hopefully become a fireman. So
that's what I'm talking about, boy.
Yeah.
Hey man, you make me proud all the time, man. Love you, boy.
Thanks, Dad. Love you too.
Hey, if you're enjoying the podcast, do us a favor. Tell a friend. That's it. Costs you nothing, helps us out, and gives your friends some entertainment to make that commute a little easier, or gives them some company on a workout or while they're cleaning the house, so it helps them out, helps everyone out. All right, so please subscribe, leave a positive comment, and share. In the aftermath of Kobe's death, still feels weird to say it, people are realizing just how short life can be. We spoke on here about Kendrick Perkins and Kevin Durant falling out because Perk said that Russell Westbrook was the greatest Thunder player of all time. Then asked online, what about KD? Perk did something he didn't always do in the games. He took a shot. He said, KD lost in the second round without Russ when I was there. So what that mean? Ooh. That means somebody in their feelings. Now, we don't know if that was the first shot in the beef, because you never know. They could have fell out when they was teammates. Maybe K. Perk made a joke about Kevin Durant kissing his mama on the mouth as a grown man, and they fell out a long time ago. I don't know. But what we do know is a public shot was fired. They traded cyber jabs. The back and forth got heated, and the relationship was put on ice. Then bad news hit the NBA family. Their big NBA brother Kobe Bryant passed away. Something about tragedy makes you pause. My father recently got diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer, and he didn't even smoke cigarettes. He did smoke weed back in the day, drank like a fish, never slept, did some cocaine, and flipped his car a few times. He liked to have fun. We had a disagreement right before the family went to the Bayou Classic together, and thankfully we got through it, because right after that, the bad news hit the family. It scared me. It made me want to appreciate my father and family more. Now I ain't got time for beef, unless it's what's for dinner. I'm apologizing more. Now granted, a guy like me famously never apologized, so Doing it once was technically more, but I did it. After tragedy hit the NBA family, K. Perk apparently realized how short life was, and he apologized on social. He said, "Just wanted to tell you, I love you, my brother. And whatever I did to hurt you, I'm sorry, bro. Hope you forgive me. I love you, bro. Real talk." At KD Trey 5. I ain't gonna lie. I did wish he said exactly what he did instead of whatever I did, but that's not a discussion we're gonna do today. So my man, White Jim Kelly, said, "Isn't this a phone call? Why do you do it on social media?" And I said, if you diss somebody on social media, you need to apologize on social media. And then my girl Courtney Black said, why should he have to apologize first? And that's when something struck me. I said, apologies are like introductions. No one wants to be the first to do it, but he who does is the alpha male. I hope Rick Partey and Ricky Smiley can investigate what they've done wrong and apologize on the same platform they used to be disrespectful. Don't wait till tragedy hits the family to square up your differences. Now, y'all do me a favor. Don't tell nobody I know that I said this, because I don't want to actually have to do this in real life. Hey, man, come on. How you feel about this KD and Kendrick squashing the beat, dog?
Yo, I salute Perk, man. He realizes after Kobe's passing, life is short, man. All this petty beefing and stuff like that. They obviously have a relationship. One of them pissed the other off, and it turned into like a public spat. And Perk is like, yo, man, I apologize. I love you. And if whatever I did to offend you or whatever, I apologize. And I salute Perk, man. I read a post from 50 Cent, and he was saying like he's not arguing with anybody anymore over this Kobe thing. So, I know it's a tragedy. I know people are still, heartbroken and they're hurting right now, especially like the family. But I mean, the positive that could come out of this is like, man, people will be better, towards each other. People will work harder. People will just change their attitudes and their behavior to try to mimic Kobe. So, if that's the one bright spot, I'll take it, man, because right now, like, I'm not a Laker fan, but I'm hurting right now because here's the thing, man. Kobe came into the league at 17 years old. He died at 41. So I've been knowing this kid, knowing about him. I never met him since he was 17. The guy grew up in public. It's almost akin to what Michael Jackson did. Usher, somebody, people we've seen as kids. He was 17 years old, professional basketball player, and, you see all like the growth. And so I read somewhere that somebody said like Kobe is like a part of the family. It's like, yeah, man, especially living in LA, Kobe was the man. And I just, even when he retired, I was sad. It's like, wow, 20 years of my life, Kobe Bryant has played for the Lakers. It's a very long time. For 20 years. And so, for all this time, Kobe Bryant has just been, in public, a public figure. And now he's gone. So I salute Perkins. And, I don't really have beef with anybody. But if I did, man, I would probably, make amends. Maybe I'll call some of my old chicks and apologize and see if they'll, forgive me the way they can.
Hey, what's up, y'all? If you like this show, you want to help us offset some of these costs, man, you feeling the need to donate, then do just that. Go to www.patreon.com and make a donation to the MRA Podcast. That is the MRA Podcast with Kyle and Kamal. You can find us at Patreon. Or you can catch us in the street and just be like, hey, man, I love y'all. I want to bless you with some cash and put some dollars in our pocket. You can do that. Or you can hit us on Venmo, find our names and just, bless us with dough on Venmo. Or you could pray for us. Do that too. But we prefer cash. Kobe Bryant was born on August 23rd. I know this because it's not only the day my favorite basketball player was born, but it's the day my favorite person was born. The late Georgia May Irby from Cheryl, Arkansas. It's her birthday. Cheryl is a small southern town, population 84 people. That's the current population, by the way. It was even less way back then when my grandma was born. She talked with a country accent. My family moved to California in the 50s because Back then, my grandfather was a sharecropper, and there were some white men back in the day that was trying to take advantage of sharecroppers. So they moved west for bigger and better opportunities. And once my family got to Los Angeles, they became lifelong Lakers fans. So much so that at my grandma's funeral, instead of black, everybody wore purple and gold. I'm so glad my grandma lived to see Kobe Bryant. Oh, she loved Kobe, but she called him Toby. And he used to get her all worked up. She'd be like, pass the ball, Toby. Since August 23rd is already Georgia May Irby Day for me and my family, and since Kobe wore number 8 and number 24, I propose that we celebrate Kobe Day on the day after his birthday, 8/24. Let's make it a national holiday. But the difference is on 8/24, instead of taking a day off, everybody has to get up early and get theyself to work. That's right. But not just go to your jobby job, work on your craft. If you're a garbage man by trade, but your dream is being a painter, get up at 3 o'clock and start painting before work. No matter how tired you are, get up, get your workout in. Go play some pickup basketball at 8/24. And if you get hurt, I shouldn't say if you get hurt, when you get hurt, because most of us are out of shape, play through the pain. And don't even think about passing that rock. Let them shots fly. Make sure you hug your kids on 8/24. If they have a game more than any other day, make sure you're there. But on every year, on 8/24, National Kobe Day, make sure you work to make yourself better. Because that's what Kobe did. Kamal, man, how you feel about this Kobe Day thing, man? Is it cool? You like it?
Kobe Bryant Day sounds really, really good, man.
Glad you like it.
Everybody wake up and bust their ass and just go hard for a day, right? And I know a lot of people will be like, man, that shit is hard. And just imagine what he was doing every day for like his playing career. And probably, you know, since he's retired, he probably didn't work out as much, but waking up and, you know, with his businesses, with his entertainment business, making sure shit got done right. And then he was coaching his daughter's team. You know, the man was constantly on the move. So yeah, I think it's a great idea, man. I'm gonna try to develop that Mamba mentality. I set my alarm clock for an hour earlier and figured I'm gonna get up and write. The last 2 days I've tried it. I've hit snooze like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I have set my alarm for an hour earlier. And so I keep waking up, but I don't get out of bed. So my goal is to get out of bed, hit the table, and write some more. So I don't want to wait till August 24th to do that. I'm trying to do that start now, man, just to live that Mamba mentality, man. If Kobe could do it, he showed us the way, you know, and he wasn't trying to hide his, you know, the keys to his success and his happiness. He was, you know, definitely willing to share it with everybody. So I agree, man. I say let's give it a shot.
Are you yelling at your radio right now? You know, what the hell you saying? You wrong, Kyle.
You wrong, Kamal.
Yeah. Or right. That's what I'm talking about.
Word.
Yeah. Hey, then tweet us. Stop what you're doing unless you're driving. Stop what you're doing. Hit us right now. Respond to us. You know, just talk to us right now.
Let us know how you feel.
I'm at Kyle Irby.
I'm at Angry Kamal.
Or you can hit us both at The MRA Podcast and let your voice be heard.
Yeah, man.
You know, so we'll read it.
We might even respond.
And you just might hear it on the show.
Yeah, man. Be a celebrity for a day.
Yeah, so man, just stop what you're doing. Hit us up, man. You'll get a response.
Yes, sir.
Let's get into this Dear Irby letter.
Let us.
Dear Irby, I really do want to settle down a little bit and get into a steady relationship, but you won't believe the guys I've been dating. One guy took me to dinner and said he wanted to marry me, then sent me a text on Monday saying he was not ready for a relationship. Can you explain that to me? How can you go from wanting to marry your sister to not even wanting a relationship? Then another guy that I've known for a while texted me straight up and said, hey, Nadia, I was wondering if you'd be open to hooking up. Don't know if you're dating or anything, but I've been thinking it for a while and wanted to see how you felt about it. If not, that's cool. Just wanted to see. This is verbatim, gentlemen. Now, I just want to know, would you say this to a woman? And why do you think these two things happened to me? I'll be honest, the first guy hurt me, but the second one just offended me. What's up with these men? Nadia from Brooklyn. All right, man, what you think, Kamal?
Dude, I'm starting to think Nadia is a bad one. Not starting to think. I always thought, like, you know what I'm saying, like in her own right, she was sexy, but I'm starting to think across the board. Like she's some Jessica Rabbit type of chick. No matter what she wears,
yes,
you can see what she's working with.
Yes, dude.
Because, I mean, dudes is just like offering to marry her, you know what I'm saying, wanting to just like, hey, what's up? Let me shoot my shot.
Yeah.
She ain't Velma.
No, I was wrong. I was wrong. No.
So we got like a potential dime over here struggling.
Why?
No, because they tend to not really ask for advice because they usually got it all figured out as far as what they want because they get what they want. And so what she wants is like, I guess it's akin to like some billionaire or like, remember Prince Hakeem? He wanted a chick that was into him and not like, you know what I'm saying, who he was status-wise.
Yeah, because he could have got anybody, but he had things that he wanted.
Right, and so that's what Nadia is. She is the female version of Prince Hakeem.
Yes.
And we just wasn't recognizing.
No.
She wants a certain, she's sick of probably guys just like checking her body out, which, you know what I'm saying, I'm sure Nadia, you got a lot of benefits from, now I'm speculating.
But this is what you think.
Yeah.
This is based on what you heard. This is what you think. She came to the MRA podcast to talk to some dudes real. We giving her real. Go ahead.
Yeah, and so Nadia, I don't know if it's the way you dress or just basically you're just so shapely or just the way, just the vibe you give.
Yes.
That you give off. Dudes want to smash.
Yes.
And in the past, you wanted to smash as well, so it was a perfect combination.
Yes.
It's working for all parties.
Yes.
But now, I guess, after so many years of this, you grow tired of it, and you want people to know Nadia.
Yeah.
You want to be appreciated for your intellect or your personality and all of that stuff, and dudes ain't really trying to hear it.
No, not at all.
You know what I'm saying? Like right after God said that basically y'all had mutual friends, so they knew how you get down.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true, but they assumed how you get down because of maybe the way you carry yourself or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, Nadia, I don't think these men are wrong. I think they're just acting in their primitive state. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
You got to bear with them because you was there a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago.
What do you mean by that?
Well, she was, you know what I'm saying? She was free as well.
Oh, okay.
So she wanted to hook up with somebody. She was hooking up. So she was acting that primitive state as well.
Yeah.
And so dudes are still responding that way. They haven't evolved like Nadia's evolved. And she's questioning, hey, what's up with these guys? Like, hey, slow down.
Well, you remember in the beginning, she said she wanted to evolve back, so.
And I'm so happy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's hilarious, dude.
I didn't forget. Nadia, you know what I'm saying? Nadia's back in my good graces.
Yeah, thank God she's back.
I thought we lost one.
Yeah, I did too, dog.
Nadia, I was going to say, just Nadia, listen, it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time. I probably gave you the wrong advice and said revert back to your old self, even though I love it. I'm starting to realize, man, you're trying to reform. And it might take some time, but eventually, man, be patient. Don't get mad at these dudes because, like I said, you were just like that. And you're trying to go back to that. It'll come. It'll happen. And you'll find the guy right for you.
Wow, man. Hey, just real quick before I get in, would you ever say this to a woman is the question?
No, but I'm not bold like that. I know dudes who have, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm not that bold, man. I got a filter. You know what I'm saying? I got a little barricade that keeps me from saying like dumb shit or bold shit.
Yeah, you say it, but you don't say it out loud. You say it in your head.
Oh, I think it.
Oh, you definitely think it.
Oh yeah. I'm thinking it right now to Nadia.
First of all, I agree, man. Nadia is colder than I thought. She's something about Mary, dude.
Yeah.
She's got that glow.
Everybody was on Mary.
Everybody, man.
Everybody who met her was like, oh my
gosh. Yeah, she got that thing that probably Madonna has, Rihanna has. It's that irresistible
Erykah Badu.
I don't know about Badu. I know Rihanna got it.
Well, I know dudes be like trying to marry Badu. Like
that's hilarious.
Yeah,
it's her vibe.
Yeah,
it's her vibe, man. Like Rihanna got that vibe, and when you see her, you just want to chase her down. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
this Super Bowl, it's time for the Super Bowl, but it's like you want to chase her down and be like, hey, come back here. So let's talk about what she said. One guy took me to dinner, said he wanted to marry me. Then he sent me a text on Monday saying he was not ready for a relationship. Can you explain that to me? Absolutely. He was sprung by what he saw. As a man, this happens to me all the time. I fall in love until I smash. That's how I know the most important women to me in my life. That's how I know that they're important. Because that's how I know I wanted to marry my wife. Because she was the first woman that I wanted to keep after I smashed. For my wife, I was just like, no, I don't want you to leave. And so that was the first woman that was like that. Anyway. So I'm not saying he hit that night. I doubt he did hit that night, but he probably sobered up a few days later. You know what I mean? It was like, I don't know what day it was, but she said Monday he sent you a text. So I'm guessing it was either Friday he took her out. It wasn't Sunday because she would have said the next day. So he took her out, and I believe he got sprung on her vibe. Nadia has a vibe.
Probably had a ball.
Man, he was so happy.
Probably
He
had fun.
Dog, God, I want this forever.
Yeah.
And then he got home. He was like, that night he was high. The next day he was high. It's like the reverse of the death of Kobe Bryant, man. That first night was devastating, man. And then the second night was painful. But 3-4 days later, you're getting stronger. And it was opposite with him. He was drunk with love or lust, whatever you want to call it. And then he sobered up later. The next thing says, Nadia, I was wondering if you'd be open to hooking up. Okay, so that dude just was like, look, man, I've been dreaming about you all night, and I told my buddy about it. And he said, hey, bro, shoot your shot. You never know unless you ask. I wouldn't have asked. Kamal wouldn't have asked.
No.
But this dude just got, because he couldn't, you got that glow like Bruce Leroy. And he was just like, fuck it, I'm asking. I really just want it. I mean, not that I don't want anything else.
Yeah.
But can I please be inside of you? Please.
Yeah. Just in case you ain't feeling, you don't want a relationship. I don't know.
I don't know. But one thing I do know, I
Yeah.
got to hit this.
Once.
Please.
Bucket list.
Have you ever had a woman like that? That you just was like, if I could just hit one time, I'm good.
I'm sure,
I
but
did.
I'll say it never materialized. Anybody who I was like, I gotta.
Yeah.
Never.
I had it one time, and it was like almost a pity give, and it wasn't even enjoyable. But I still got to cross it off. What did she say? She said,
That's not true once.
one time happened?
Yeah.
What happened?
Just it finally happened, and it was like,
Man, I had to realize,
Yeah.
man, one day I was like, man, pussy's like pizza, man. It's usually pretty good, but it's never. Every once in a while, it's great, but most of the time, it's like, yeah, it's pizza.
yeah,
It was good. It's pizza.
doable.
How was it? It was pizza.
Yeah.
It's never really bad.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, it's like, wow. But for the most part, yeah, it was good. It was what I expected. It was pizza, but it wasn't. I'm not eating it tomorrow.
I wasn't asking this chick to marry me. No, I wasn't proposing.
But before, maybe you would have if she would have strung it out.
I probably would have said some crazy shit to get some.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
So she said, would you say this to the woman? I already said, answer that. I would not. What's up with these men? These men are caught up in the rapture of you, Nadia. You've got rich problems. We've talked about that on a previous episode. There's something special about you. I don't know if you got the Mamba mentality, but there's something special about you. And, I like what you said about going back to you because you got to be you. If you guys have a Dear Irby letter, send us an email at dearirby@themrapodcast.com. That is dearirby@themrapodcast.com. Where can we find you?
Twitter and Instagram at Angry Kamal.
I'm at Kyle Irby. That's on all social media. I'm at Kyle Irby. At the MRA Podcast is where you can find us both. KyleIrby.com is where you can see some of my commercials I've done, some of my comedy videos, all that stuff. And the MRAPodcast.com is where you can find old episodes. Ladies, we love you. Fellas, be a man at all times.
Deuces.
MRA.